If you are in the market for a luxury SUV but you don't want to go for the obvious Range Rover, then there are just two models you could go for. There is the new BMW X7 facelift, or there is this car, the Mercedes GLS. It has just been given a facelift for this model year. Let's have a look to see what it is like. Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Cars and More. This is the #1 place to be for car news and reviews. Sit back, buckle up, let's go. So, let's start with the changes up front, and we get a new grille design that is taller than before and has a new bar pattern that has not been used on a Mercedes before. It looks more menacing and in your face than other Mercedes grilles. The bumper is also new with bigger side vent surrounds and a bigger central air vent to give this car a more aggressive look. The one thing that hasn't changed though is the headlights. They are exactly the same as before, which still gives this car a hint of luxuriousness at the front. Moving around to the side, and the changes are kept to some new colour options as well as wheel options that has been taken from the newer Mercedes cars, and overall this makes the car look much newer than before. Moving around to the back, we get a new set of tail lights that are more luxurious than before with a 3-light design, just like the front LED daytime running lights. This makes the car look more premium than the 2-box design like before that copied the Mercedes GLB. The bumper is the same as before though, but that is to be expected. Let's have a look at what engine options that you can have with the Mercedes GLS facelift. So, for engine choices, there are 3 to go for that is not an AMG model. Let's start with the diesel mild hybrid option first. This is called the GLS 450D. It uses a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine with a 365 brake horsepower and an 18 brake horsepower electric motor attached to it. This is mated to a 9-speed automatic gearbox and it can do 0 to 62 in 6.1 seconds. It also has 4MATIC 4-wheel drive, something that you would expect on this type of car. For the petrol mild hybrid options, there are 2 types. The first one is the GLS 450. This uses a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine with 379 brake horsepower and an 18 brake horsepower electric motor. 0 to 62 is dealt with in 6.1 seconds, and it is mated to a 9-speed automatic gearbox. The other version is exclusively from the Maybach version. This is called the GLS 600. This uses a 4-litre V8 that is exactly the same as the one in the AMG car, but in this one it has been tuned slightly differently for more comfort orientated than performance. Because of this, you only get 555 brake horsepower and a 20 brake horsepower electric motor, but 0 to 62 is dealt within 4.9 seconds, and again it is connected to a 9-speed automatic gearbox. For comparison, the AMG version has 610 brake horsepower and a 20 brake horsepower electric motor, and 0 to 62 is dealt within 4.2 seconds. The price of the new Mercedes GLS facelift starts at £108,070. Let's have a look at the interior. So, climb in the new Mercedes GLS and you just get a sense of how premium and expensive this car actually is. We get quilted style leather and a dual coloured steering wheel on the Maybach versions. We also get very high quality materials that you won't find in any other Mercedes cars unless it's the S-Class. We do get the other dual screen setup that's on the previous generation of Mercedes, but it is running the latest MBUX 2.0 software found in the S-Class. On this car it has the one layer design, which means there is no home screen anymore and all your functions are on one page. The graphics are of very high quality, which is also nice and again makes this car feel a lot more premium. We also get the newer Mercedes steering wheel taken straight out from the S-Class, and you also get a shiny metal finish to the controls. We also get plenty of ambient lighting too, as well as premium touches everywhere. Let's have a look at the rear seats. So, getting into the back, we get these premium seats as standard with plenty of adjustment as well as heating and a cooled function. You also get an armrest and a pillow. And you can even opt for a captain's chair style setup which turns his car into a 4-seater. Although with this setup we do get 7 seats. For the middle row you also get tablets to control the ambient lighting, sunshades, media as well as navigation too. Legroom and headroom is more than enough for this car. Moving into the third row, we do get some legroom and headroom, but I wouldn't want to do a long journey back here, but it is better than most other 7-seaters. Let's have a look at the boot. So opening the boot to the new GLS facelift, and with all the 7 seats up we are given a generous 355 litres of space. This is a lot for a 7-seater. With the third row folded you get 890 litres, which is a huge amount. Folding the middle row down and you get a huge 2,400 of litres of boot space, which is a lot and it's actually more than the BMW X7. So in summary then, what do I think of the new Mercedes GLS facelift? Well, you get a lot of equipment and the most luxurious German SUV that you can have for the money. And I would choose this over the BMW X7 as this feels better, more premium, and it's also much more practical and even has better looks. The question is though, is it better than the Range Rover? Well, it definitely isn't as discreet and the Range Rover has better creature comforts, but the Mercedes won't break down as often as a Range Rover. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.